What's going on, folks? So happy to be back with my people, my community, right here where it all starts in the world of contemporary poetics, OCPoetry. This is where it goes down. And today is going to be one heck of an action-packed episode. So strap it in, strap it on, get ready to rock and roll. Let's kick it off, as always, as we love to do, with those DMs. Now, I've made special buddies, special friends with Decomposition bin. The stuff is decomposing in the bin for us to watch right now. Now, here's what's cool. Decomposition bin is decomposing so quickly, he, she, or they, we'll just stick with they for now, so we don't know, they sent me Trail of Blood, and then they decomposed it and unsent it, said they wanted me to cover this poem instead, sent to you 4 a.m. So now, here's what's weird about decomp, right? So we start with a Trail of Blood, and you're going to find out what I already know, which is a Trail of Blood is actually a pretty solid poem. But Decomp doesn't want us to cover a fairly solid poem. Decomp wants us to cover this poem. This poem, Decomp, is wackadoo. This poem is bad. This poem is just the worst. However, because you wanted me to cover it, you insisted on it, we're going to get into it. Sent you 4 a.m. pics at 6. Roundabout vigil candle spell I heart you match struck wicks at the bottom. What match is striking at the bottom? So you light the match, you light the candle, and now it's at the bottom? Did you leave the match on the candle? Why is it roundabout vigil candles? Roundabout. So maybe is it roundabout like the roundabout, like the magic roundabout? Okay, maybe all around the vigil candles, the speaker spelled I love you? With what? With blood. I don't know. Okay, then the second, one way down arrow. Sign felled by a vandal, all arrowed to the ground. It's a total non sequitur. Why would anybody expect me, of all people, to think that this is high-quality poetry? Now, there are people out there, gosh knows, there are legions of people who think this is what poetry needs to do. This is the way forward. This is, gonna be amazing. We're gonna change the world. Poetry's too boring. We're gonna put emojis in it. But you know what? I'm just not that guy. I think this is the wrong direction for poetry to go. And, is, quite frankly, a little bit asinine. Now, to be fair to Decomposition, let's just give a little compare and contrast here. The reason why I can be so dismissive of Sent You 4 a.m. is because let's look at some possibilities out of the very same twisted brain of Decomp here. A Trail of Blood. A Trail of Blood drips in the print ahead of my foot. We know exactly where we are. Perfectly situated, no more confusion. I am not the religious leader. Okay, a little weird. I'm a follower of my heart. Wow, that's a proposal. That's a statement. I love proposals, and I love a poem to come out and make its statement and proposal about what it's going to try to do early in the poem. Decomp does that. Good. I'm a follower of my heart. A little cliche, but bold. No matter how jagged the electrocardiogram, okay, a little technical, but technical isn't necessarily bad. How slight the artery to salvation. See, Decomp, I wish I'd written that. Who wouldn't want that line? How slight the artery to salvation. Whew. Okay, well, it's not a line because how slight, new line. But you guys get the idea. What a phrase. What a phrase. Perplexing this plexus. Okay, show off. Whatevs. My pace is my maker. I like that, though. See the wordplay, though? So I might not sign on the line that is dotted with every single wordplay, but we're seeing some footwork here. We're seeing some dancing. Okay, this decomp here doesn't want to be nailed down, doesn't want to be fixed, wants to keep the reader moving. It's living. It's exciting. Let us not confuse the systolic and diastolic, nor the self-righteous for the other wronged. Okay. Other wronged is a little bit of a wronged worded, but okay. If I am an apostle of the vagrant, an apostle of the vagrant sounds interesting, intriguing, exciting language. Nerve and mother of God, okay. I will abode well in hell. May my blood cool. Okay, well, the ending might be a little bit too much dramatis personae for my taste, but no. All right, decomp. You certainly know how to put the ball into play here, so I'm going to give you this has got to get at least a B+ here. Jeez. By Reddit standards, this is off the charts. This is a good piece of poetic work. Perfect? Maybe not. But friggin' solid rock and roll? Absolutely, decomp. Cheers to you. We're going unleaded for the peeps, So we got guess I can't show the brand or something. I don't know. Maybe people don't care about that shit. All right. Let's see what we got here. Covered in Thorns is, maybe I didn't get to one of Covered in Thorns poems. I don't know, but Covered in Thorns wants some love. So let's give the thorn rose, the thorn bush a big hug. That sounds smart. Let's just embrace that's a good idea. Cactuses are people too. They need that. They need love and affection. At first, I think you pleasant, like butter bread caressing pheasant. How does butter bread caress pheasant? Oh, I don't eat that much pheasant, but maybe it was cooked first. Fresh cooked pheasant. A cushioned flavor. Savor sweet. What's a cushioned flavor? Like eating cushioning? Like, I'm an upholstery chef. Yeah, okay. But paltry pieces taken, it putrefies, leaving only maggot crust and buzzer flies. Yeah! I think that pretty much does it on that one. Covered in Thorns. On to the next. Assistance requested on aisle 9. With the Halloween poem. Oof. Guys, the occasional poems. It's that spooky time of year. Got to get your poems rushed out to those spooky anthologies they're putting together. You don't want to miss that bus of spookiness. Acres of night, only pinpricks of light, enough to build out shadows on the path. A bedlam moon as if designed by Plath. Why Plath again? Didn't we just do a video all about Plath? You guys gotta stop putting Sylvia Plath in your gosh darn poems. It's not right. It's not fair. Okay? Many opportunities for fright. Yeah, I'm terrified now. A monster jumps out. And you scream, which tramples on longed for illusion. All right, my suggestions for this would be, don't tie yourself in knots. Don't chain yourself down with your rhyme scheme, guys. If you're going to do poems that rhyme, maybe just don't. I know it's a big thing here on Reddit to do rhyming poems, but I think by and large, some of y'all would just be better off not doing that and just pursuing some free verse technique so you can really try to understand what your theme is, understand what your poem is going to cover, and make judicious, careful choices in terms of your imagery, and avoid shop-worn, trite stuff. All right, coming through ya. So I think coming through ya is mainly one of those guitar, singer-songwriter types, I think. I don't know. This if memory serves. And sometimes those folks can do some good stuff. Obviously, if you are a singer-songwriter, it's best that you put your poem into italics so people know that. So if it's not in italics, we might not know that you are a singer-songwriter. When time compacts into amber suspense, as syrupy maple cheers to condense, motion arrests in the stout settled stump, petrified silence in one frosted clump. I can't see singing that. Awful dense. I'd idly finger its chalky tree bumps from furious ash to captured chestnut, keenly arrayed moments in furled up ruts, Greek marble for preening. Ligneous? I don't know what that is. You know, there are limits to my intelligence, folks, and we bump into them fairly regularly. So, ligneous busts. Now I walk to my somber swamp stable. Oh, that's a lot of alliteration with those S's. It's kind of unintentionally humorous or intentionally humorous. To whittle brim bellies of yellowing apple fixed with a scarf of shimmering sable. I don't really know what this poem is about. When time compacts into amber suspense, so is that like, gathering maple syrup? Petrified silence. What was petrified? A bug got caught in amber? Idly, why is the speaker idly fingering its chalky tree bumps from furious ash to captured chestnut? What's the furious ash? Is that an ash tree that's being described as angry, or is that the result of some type of burning? I'm just not completely following. Now I walk to my somber swamp stable. Who is this person walking to their somber swamp stable? Is this like the Loch Ness Monster or something? To whittle brim bellies of yellowing apple? Why whittle bellies of yellowing apple? Do you whittle apples? I guess they're whittling an apple tree fixed with a scarf of shimmering sable. Why? So, we'll give it to Coming Through Ye, and, the basic techniques of prosody, of iambic here are functioning adequately. The rhymes don't seem forced to me and varied and are bumps and chestnuts, busts. But I don't know. I mean, it's good enough. I mean, it doesn't it's good. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I can see the chops. It just doesn't make sense, which sometimes that happens, right? Sometimes things just don't make sense. So that's not really, where I want to go with the poem, though, is having it not make sense, because then I feel like, reader might give up on it. Okay, let's just have a quick look at new. Sometimes it doesn't work, but sometimes it does. Field of Daffodils. These days I have stopped. Let's just have a quick look. It's going to be too long. Okay. So you guys want to be on the channel, when you send me these epics. It's kind of hard for me. It's too hard for me. Maybe too long. It doesn't look right, though. I know, super exciting. It's great. It's super exciting. Great. Here we go. A different object. The object differs, so it makes sense that it's sad. Uniformity is a temptation, but will it make one glad? The object just doesn't belong to a strange object and feel so wrong. This poem is an object lesson that one should try to describe concrete things. As William Carlos Williams said, no idea, but in things, this poem does not appear to have a thing. Cherry hues. Cherry smiles upon cherry lips, a blossoming song, ours to keep. The sun-kissed radiance on your puffed-up cheeks wipe the monochrome hues you're told to hold. A song of cherry and vibrant yellow, choruses of blue and a tad bit mellow. Your existence and existing muse shall forever, forever blossom in all its cherry hues. Why forever? Why is it forever? What, did you take a photograph of it? And it'll last. Until, I guess, the photograph is lost. Is anything forever? Cherry smiles upon cherry lips. A blossoming song, ours to keep. So there's aspects of this that I think are nice. Yellow and mellow, I think, is probably not something you need to do. I mean, why do that? I mean, a lot of this poem doesn't rhyme. I don't see why it needs to rhyme there. There's a lot of end stops. So even though there's no stop after cherry smiles upon cherry lips, there's a kind of implied syntactical unit comes to a close, and then a blossoming song, comma, ours to keep, full stop. The sun-kissed radiance on our puffed-up cheeks. That's really in jam there, wipes the monochrome hues you're told to hold. Monochrome hues. Why are they monochrome, and why have they been told to hold them? Well, cool story here. It definitely has some promising things, some intriguing things going on. I would say just loosen up a little bit, vary your lines a little bit more. Lose this weak rhyme of yellow and mellow, and muse and hues. I don't see what you're getting out of that. Cheeks and keep don't rhyme. That's fine. And hold and lips don't rhyme. Give yourself more room to vary it up. Clarify your story. It's a really intriguing poem. Keep it up. Keep working. So guys, I have this book out wherever I put it. I want to hold it up for you guys. So maybe I should do that. Give me a sec. So yeah, I got this book out, guys. You guys should check it out. You should buy a copy from Amazon, or you can download the free PDF. I'll put that in the information below. But yeah, support me, support the channel. Get yourself a copy. It's a great read. Encapsulates a lot of my ideas about how you can improve your poetry quickly. Don't make the same mistakes I did starting out. Get better faster. Don't waste your time. I put it all in there. If you like the book, you get something out of it, hit me up. And let's party together. I want to do some more stuff. I want to bring some poets on who have a portfolio of poems, 10 to 15 poems. I want us to really focus on your themes and bring someone on the channel who wants to, I'm not going to harsh anyone's vibe. We're not going to troll anyone's poems who comes on the channel to collaborate with me. We're going to go over really respectfully and talk about what works and what opportunities you have for progressing. If you read the book and you're like, I have a portfolio and I want to come on the channel, hit me up. Let's do this. Participator onus. Okay, a little Latin. Participator onus. Something about I guess the onus is on those who contribute. I don't know. Don't really know. Those starry eyes that shine so bright, shining like the stars in the night. Ooh. Come on, guys, with the rhymes. Presence emitting warmth and love, freeing my soul like a caged dove. Oh no, I can't. So, guys, geez, I can see how popular traditional rhyme is because it's just all over Reddit. And I respect that, and I think it's probably underrepresented in kind of the contemporary literary landscape where there tends to be more free verse out there. And I see you guys have this huge love and affection for doing more formal rhymed forms. The issue is when we end up forcing our rhyme words and we're choosing kind of easy rhymes. It's going to be not so exciting for the reader. It's going to be not so interesting. So I think we need to be very, very, very judicious and careful. And if you're going to pursue rhymed forms, just be get out that, rhyming dictionary and find a lot of synonyms for every word so you have more rhyme opportunities. And so you can focus also on the meaning of your poem. Starry eyes that shine so bright is just too overused a thing. We can't put love in a poem usually. Can't. I mean, you can, but not like the presence emitting warmth and love, freeing my soul. So we have all these words I think are dangerous trouble words in poems. Soul, love, Okay. Keep at it, guys. Keep at it. Your little sister. I hope this isn't gross, guys. Well, it's kind of prose, so I can skip it. Remember that rant I had where I'm like, if you have long lines like that, how is it going to be formatted on the page? Could it be, if you can just resize your window and the lines change, then that puts a lot of pressure on whoever is going to take your poem to print if it ever is put to print. Trigger warning. I don't really approve of trigger warnings that much, guys. I know I'm kind of against the grain here, but studies have shown that trigger warnings don't really work. So the science is kind of against trigger warnings. Baited. It's too long. It's a little long. Just look a little bit of a baited here. Loose associations, your mind a flurry of disorganized distance, slowing down. They call it psychomotor retardation. Who calls it psychomotor retardation? Putting a they in line 3 like this, it's a big risk. Loose associations. What are the loose associations? Can you show us your mind? My mind. Saying my mind is? Your mind a flurry of disorganized distance? I don't actually think that my mind is. Slowing down. Who's the you? They call it. So now we have these two complicated things, you and they. There are consequences to too many years spent in isolation, the pit of depression. What pit of depression? Who spent the years in pit of depression? Did you did? Did the you? Did the they? Did the I? Is there an I? It isn't what they name called you in school hallways too? Is that the they? It comes back around. Some part of you knew you'd end up there soon. End up where? It's all these vague, nothing specific. Take us, put us in a specific point in time, in a specific place, show us. You want to put us in the school hallways? Put us in the school hallways. Take the risk. Put the reader in the school hallways with the you. You are in the school hallways where they are calling you names again. Open the poem like that. Dare we do art here? Okay, last call, guys. Last call for alcohol and seltzer. Art, expression, creativity lessons, no less than a mess in which we dress in poetic essence. Well, I actually don't have a huge beef with this. I mean, it's very, very, very short. It has no use of enjambment or really any sense of developing any type of line. It's just 3 phrases. The last phrase is provocative, no less than a mess in which we dress in poetic essence. Kind of interesting. Incomplete. So I would say Kamau Jungle Asian needs to develop more, put more in. So you took this very interesting risk with this no less a mess in which we dress in poetic essence. I'll follow up on it. Stand behind your sentiments and proposals. Defend them, expand them, search, be relentless. This is giving up too soon because it's potentially interesting, so you might be able to do something with it. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Again, if you like what we're doing, you think this is worthwhile, you think it's in some way, shape, or form helpful, then support the channel, buy a copy of the book, subscribe, say hello, comment, drop in and DM me on Reddit. think about ways we can collaborate and do different exciting things together. And rock and roll high school to one and all. Have a wonderful, wonderful time doing your poetry thing. Peace.